Hi guys, this is Alex at BlackboxMyCar.com. This is going to be my video coverage of my trip to Korea this fall of 2014. I got a call towards the end of October, and the Korean government of trade asked me if I wanted to go to Korea to meet with more companies. I said yes, and I was off to Korea for 10 days. I was able to meet and see with literally every corner of Dashcam industry, from software engineers, factory owners, suppliers, and Dashcam installers to Dashcam companies. This was my second trip to Korea. My first one was a year and a half ago. So I started my company in spring of 2012 and I had a chance to visit and meet with companies in summer of 2013. So going back to Korea this time was very interesting for me. In summer of 2013, I would say 7 out of 10 cars in Seoul had dash cams. And this time I can say 9 out of 10 cars in Seoul have dash cams in Korea. Dashcam market in Korea doesn't actually look that great. Most people now have dashcams, and many companies are actually suffering. It was sad to see how different companies weren't trying to be different. Instead, they're really just going with the market trend in Korea, which is to offer a big LCD screen dashcam. The reason why these LCD dashcams are so popular in Korea is because of their culture, actually, according to the dashcam companies. Korean people tend to doubt things a lot and want to see things as it happens. So dashcam, you want to watch the videos as it gets recorded. And also Korean people, when you get into an accident or something, police officers and insurance advisors actually come to the scene and demand dashcam videos. So by having the dashcam with the LCD screen, it helps big time. And Korean people are looking for the cheapest possible option when it comes to dashcam, because all these Korean dashcams are fighting to offer cheapest possible solution rather than offering something very creative. Only a few companies are doing something creative, and I can say that you guys will see something unique and interesting that will come out from Korea next year around this time. Until then, nothing exciting, nothing unique will really come out to the market, in North America at least. And we will definitely have it at BlackboxMyCar. Now that most of cars have dash cams, the only way to sell dash cam is to sell it to the new car owners. And this is actually what's causing the problem in the dash cam market. This company called Dabonda, means I see everything in Korean, offers a unique business practice. When cars get sold at dealership, the dealership would the dealer or the dealership would call the sales rep, and this company will literally drop by and deliver the dashcam, or sometimes even install it for the new car, as low as $10 to $20. And I don't know how much these car dealers in Korea make, but when you buy a decent car, I mean, even any cars in Korea, you get a long list of gifts, from car accessories, lots of car accessories, to tinting, and your choice of either a dash cam or navigation system. And because you get these things for free from the dealer, and the dealer would obviously look for the cheapest possible option available. So uh, and so let's say even if the quality of the dash cam is so poor, people won't complain because you got it for free at the end of the day. And this is why dashcam market in Korea isn't getting anywhere better, sadly. How many people can resist and say no to free dashcams, right? And most of the population live in the city. And here in North America, we care about nighttime video quality so much because unless we live in the heart of the downtown, there are areas with no street lights. But in Korea, most of places have lots of neon signs and street lights. There are so many cars that even with the bad video quality, these dash cams will perform actually all right, because when it comes to the video quality, the when it comes to nighttime quality, it all comes down to amount of light around your vehicle. Therefore, Korean people don't seem to mind so much about bad video quality. And besides, because there are so many dash cams around you, you never think about running away from the scene or lying your case. Because even if the car that got hit doesn't have the dash cam installed, there are so many others that can testify against the other person. and this is why there are dash cams with HD and VGA quality in Korea. People out here in North America think that full HD and full HD in the front and full HD in the back should be really standard for the dual channel system. But we're actually sort of spoiled because Blackview was the first one to successfully launch the DR550, which offered full HD in the front and HD in the back. If you have been following our videos a lot, I have been always stressing about the fact that DR550 is the first and most unique device because the fact that coaxial cable connecting the front unit to the rear unit is so thin, so it's quite easy to install even if you were to do it yourself. And this coaxial cable is very important, and it actually works all right. And so while other companies in Korea, they're still launching devices with HD in the front and VGA in the back, and the rear video camera, rear camcorder, rear facing dash cam isn't so much important for the Korean people because they just think of dash cams as something that's nice to have. And here's Blackview. They use 2 floors in this building. Second floor, they have really nice cafe to offer service on the site. They greeted us very warmly. This was second time visiting their headquarters. So it was really nice to see some changes to the headquarters and whatnot. Blackview was the first company to develop IP camera in Korea, and this is why they have integrated a Wi-Fi feature to the dashcam, and they made it really big. Blackview likes to do everything on their own, and as of end of November, they're having issues with the firmware update, and they are going to push out more updates to make their user experience, Blackview user experience a lot better. And they're going to be fixing the time zone bugs and other small bugs, so stay tuned. As for the taxis, all taxis in Korea have dash cams. It gets provided by the taxi company. The quality of the dash cam is very crappy and very cheap, but like I said, Korean people don't seem to care what kind of dash cams they go with because there are just so many dash cams available, and because everyone's using it, they don't really seem to care which brand to go with. And as long as they have it, they feel safe, and they go with it basically. And this installation store is the mecca of the Korean dashcam install. They're the pioneers of hardwire installation in Korea, and we've been dealing with them ever since we started our business, and this was second time visiting them. So, and they're the only ones that are actually doing something really creative, and this actually shop, it's a small shop, but they test literally all the devices that gets sold before it gets launched by the dashcam company. So that's how we know which dashcams are good and which dashcams to avoid, and all the dramas and politics behind the dashcam market and stuff like that. And this car is actually one of the most famous politicians in Seoul, and that day when I went, they were doing something cool with this vehicle, so it was really nice to see that along. So here's an item that I found really interesting and unique. Is this LED light that gets mounted right next to the dash cam. So if you're parked on the street and if there's no street light whatsoever, and if anybody hits your vehicle, it has a built-in G sensor and it can shine a very bright LED light. So to help dash cam to capture the details of the incident. And I found this quite unique. They're not available yet, but they have given us a prototype, and I have installed it on my vehicle to test whether or not if this thing would work out for me. And a lot of people, when I told some of my customers that I'm going to Korea, a lot of people asked me, "Hey, can you find a decent 4-channel dash cam in Korea?" But the reality is that 4-channel system market is actually dead in Korea. The reason being is, first of all, they're really difficult to install, and they're not cheap. At the same time, the video quality isn't as great as any other 2-channel system. As you can see in the one in the picture, it's all VGA quality all four corners. And the amount of wires and amount of the hassle that you go through with installing 4-channel system, it's not that easy actually. And the battery consumption matters, and there's a lot of things that you have to consider if you want to put a 4-channel system, such as putting in one of these external battery packs like you see in the picture, Cellink. The owner of this company used to work for Samsung, and he decided to create his own company, so the batteries and everything is somewhat coming from Samsung. It is coming from Samsung, and also from the owner itself is heavily influenced by Samsung. So this is a battery pack that's being really famous. They're very popular in Korea at the moment. I used to carry Lucas battery pack, but they are not as strong, and supposedly they should last up to 12 hours for the Lucas battery pack, but I can see that they don't last up to more than 4 or 5 hours, so there's really no point of having an extra battery inside if it isn't lasting that long. Supposedly with the Cellink B, you can record up to 72 hours, but that being said, it may be different depends on what kind of dashcam you're running. 1-channel, is it 2-channel, or is it even 4-channel, and also what brand, what model is it that you're running. So this is going to be one of the products that we are going to carry, and I think it should be interesting to see, and I'll give you more updates as we do more testing into the unit. Here is the headquarters of FineView. This was also second time visiting FineView's headquarters. It was very nice. FineView is in the game of creating a LCD dashcam. Unfortunately, they don't have any plans in coming out with another CR500 or the upgraded version of CR500. They do have 2-channel system. One's called CR2000. They do have an integrated LCD screen, so there's either you love it or you hate it sort of dashcam. There are other dashcams that are HD and VGA dual channel system, and they are quite affordable. They're very affordable in terms of if we're speaking in terms of 2-channel system. And here's an example. So one of the units will have the one that I'm holding is T9 View with the LCD screen in the front, and as you can see on the right, that tiny dash cam is the rear dash cam actually, and so these are dedicated dual channel system, and they're very affordable. The one that manager is holding is called T9. Basically same video quality and whatnot. Front HD, rear video would be VGA quality, but the one that manager holds, when the manager is holding, doesn't have the LCD screen, and it's thin and sleek. So I think definitely there's a market for those that one over there. But even with the LCD screen, and once you get used to using an LCD screen dashcam, you can never go back. It's one of those things that make you feel like, okay, this is just perfect, because you don't ever have to remove your SD card, or you don't really have to worry about changing settings or formatting the cards and stuff like that. Having an LCD screen actually sort of helps. So that was my trip. There are other places that I went and companies that I visited, but because we started out with carrying BlackboxMyCar, and most of our clients are very interested in hearing about BlackboxMyCar and FineView. We decided to compile this video dedicated towards those two companies. For 2015, there are going to be different dashcams that are going to get introduced at BlackboxMyCar. As you can see on this picture, there are magazines and TV shows of dashcams. So as you can see, these dashcams are very popular in Korea, and some of the dashcams are going to be a big game changer for in the industry, and you guys will definitely be able to hear more about it through our website. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any other question, please feel free to email me at info@blackboxmycar.com, and subscribe to our channel for more dashcam updates and dashcam reviews. I will be testing and updating our website throughout 2015 to make it more user-friendly, and to also learn more about what the trend is and what kind of dash cams are doing really great in Korea. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye now.